This is pretty. How do I open this? Oh, okay. They really go all out. This Middle Eastern perfumes, they go all out. Okay, let me see. I mean, the bottle is nice. I think I like this side better. Okay, let me see what it smells like. Let me first smell the nozzle. What the heck? This is orange soda. This smells like Fanta. Okay, this is disappointing. I don't want to smell like Fanta. This smells like straight up Fanta. Seriously? Okay, let me see on paper. Yep, Fanta. No. I mean, I like Fanta, but I don't want to smell like Fanta. Okay, let me try on the skin. I love this. Hi everybody, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a lovely day. We're in my closet as always. And for today, I wanted to share with you 3 Middle Eastern perfumes that I purchased just to review for you guys, and they are freshies. I wanted to know, first of all, how they smelled, of course, and second of all, I wanted to know if they are truly freshies. I say this because so many Middle Eastern fragrances have like very strong woods or ouds, and sometimes they define them as being fruity florals with fresh tones, and when I smell them, they're not. They truly aren't to me, because those the oud and those really strong notes are just so overpowering that they defy the whole purpose of wearing a fresh perfume. Well, to me. So today we're going to talk about these 3 beautiful perfumes. So let's begin with this one. This perfume is by Paris Corner and is called North Stag Expressions for Quatre. I mean, that is a very, very long name, but that's the name. The bottle is pretty, I feel. I mean, yeah, it is. I like it, actually. I do. I like this side more than this side, but yeah, it's interesting. So let me first read you the notes. I have so much to say about this. So much to say. But let me first read you the notes. So on the top we have mandarin orange, on the middle we have Sicilian orange and bergamot, and on the base we have ginger. This perfume is categorized as a very sweet citrus fresh, basically straightforward citrus and fresh perfume. So as you saw in my very well acted reenactment, those were my true emotions. Like that tiny little roller coaster of emotions I went through. They were real. They were real. When I got this, I was so excited because I love fresh fruity florals, and I do love citruses. I adore them. And in real life, my favorite citrus, like the scent, is mandarin. It's my favorite one. I also love orange, but I love mandarin even more. I adore mandarin, and I adore it in real life, and I adore it in perfumes also. So I was very curious about this one and excited. So when I read the notes, it said it had a lot of mandarin orange, and it had Sicilian orange, and it had bergamot. That's all wonderful for me. And it had ginger, and that I thought that was interesting because I also like perfumes with a twist. I like fresh, spicy perfumes, and I like perfumes with personality, you know? So, yeah, I was very interested about this one, and this is why, after reading everything for Quantica, I bought it. Okay, so, when I open up the bottle, the cap is very heavy. Very, very heavy. Okay, and I spray the nozzle. I smell here, right here on the nozzle. It truly smells like Fanta to me. It still does. It smells like an orange, fizzy, artificial drink. In other words, aka Fanta. I cannot describe it any other way. It's just straight up Fanta. When I sprayed it on paper, Fanta again. Now, when I spray this on the skin, okay. Oh my god. Okay, so you have to love and adore citruses. First of all, you have to. Otherwise, you're gonna hate this. Okay, because this is all this is. This is all this is. Pure citrus. So on my skin, it's not a Fanta anymore. It's not like a artificial drink. It's not. On my skin, it smells more like a real orange, but it's bitter. You know, it's like the orange skin with also part of the orange. So yeah, it's definitely bitter. I smell more the orange than the mandarin, which is a little bit of a bummer because I love mandarin, like I said. I mean, they are cousins. They are very alike, but to me, the mandarin, it's sharper and sweeter than the orange. But they're very similar. So I can also smell the bergamot. This is so refreshing and happy. I mean, if you're having a bad day, you just need to buy this and spray it all over. I guarantee you, you're going to be happy right away, and you're going to make everybody around you happy. This is so bright. This is so beautiful and perfect for the summer. It is. Now, when I smell it on my hand, from a little far away, all I can smell are the orange, the bitter sort of orange with the bergamot and a little bit of the mandarin. But when I stick my nose to the skin, like very close to the skin, is where I can smell. I cannot smell the ginger, I have to be honest. Not ginger, like ginger as itself, no. But I can smell the perfume not only being those citruses, but having something there. And you know what it smells to me like? It smells just like a orange Starburst candy. Do you know the little Starburst candies that are square? They usually come in pink, orange, yellow. Well, this smells, when you put your nose to the skin, to me, like the orange Starburst candy. So it's a very, very interesting perfume. This is very refreshing. I really, really like this. I do. Now, here's the thing. I adore feminine perfumes because that is what I identify myself with. I have nothing against unisex or a bit masculine leaning. I think they smell beautiful on other people, but they're just not me. They're not me. Okay? Back in the day, I used to wear unisex scents. And I have mentioned this before. For example, Light Blue, okay, by Dolce & Gabbana, or CK1 by Calvin Klein. They're both very fresh, summery citrus scents. But even though they're defined as unisex, to me, they're leaning more masculine. So let's say number 1 is feminine, number 10 is masculine, and number 5 is the middle of it, which is completely unisex. Well, those perfumes to me are 7 or an 8. To me, that's how I perceive them. I like my perfumes to be a 1, 2, 3 over here. Now, this one, it's a perfect 5. This is a true unisex perfume, meaning when I smell this, I don't smell it masculine at all, but I don't smell it feminine at all either. So it's completely, sorry, that's my puppy. It's completely unisex. So I love this, but I just wish it had that femininity into it, and the only reason it doesn't have it is because it lacks any flower notes. It doesn't have any. And to me, the flower notes are the notes that make a perfume feminine. So I'm gonna stay with this. I'm gonna see how it develops. But if I decided to keep this on my collection, because I truly love how happy it makes me, and that burst of energy and brightness, and it makes you feel so like cool, you know, like, well, cool as a person also, but refreshing. And I live in Florida, so I can give this, you know, a lot of usage. And I'm thinking, if I get to keep this, I would definitely try to layer it. And if I wanted to make it feminine, it needs to be a scent that of course have flower notes, but it's also fresh, sort of aquatic, sort of citrusy, or at least has a little brightness to it. And the flower note I'm thinking would go best with this is peony. I adore peony, and I think it goes so well, you know, for fresh and feminine. Peony is super feminine, super girly, and it adds a freshness to it, which it goes very well with this. So I'm thinking that if I stay with this, I will try and layer it with Versace Bright Crystal. I haven't tried this yet because I've been purchasing Arabian perfumes like a maniac, because I want to bring more content in my channel for you guys, not only talk about my 30 perfumes in my collection. I want to bring new things, you know, make it just interesting every time you come in and you hang out with us in the channel. I want to make it interesting for you guys. So if I get to keep this, I think I'm going to layer with this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be delicious. So one of these days I'm going to try, but and I'll let you know how that goes. But for now, this is a beautiful, beautiful scent. So this can totally work for a guy or a girl. It's exactly a number 5. It's exactly unisex. And like I said, it's very, like, once you're wearing it, you get in this scent bubble, and it smells like so citrusy and orange and like clean, but not clean in a soapy way, but clean in, like, you know how sometimes a chef cleans their hands with lemon or lime, you know, to take away that scent of garlic, for example. Well, it's the same feeling, like it gives you that fresh, clean sort of feel, and it's delicious. It's delicious. This is very inexpensive. This is supposed to be duping a perfume that I've never smelled. It's called Afternoon Swim by Louis Vuitton, and that is an expensive perfume, and this is supposed to be a dupe for that. I cannot talk about that because I have no clue what the perfume smells like, but all I can tell you is share with you what I smell. And this is a beautiful citrus bomb, mostly orange, a bitter orange, a bit fizzy, and I think that fizziness comes from the ginger. And I don't know, it's delicious. It's delicious. It's beautiful. It's very long lasting. I am very surprised. I really am, because most citruses, as you I'm sure know, they don't last much. And I've been reading a lot about perfumes because I don't love it. I love it. It's my passion, and I want to learn so much. And usually citruses are used as top notes, right? And it's because when you spray a perfume on your skin, the perfume has alcohol, but it's not to preserve the scent. It's to make the scent evaporate from your skin and project. That's the reason why a perfume has alcohol. So the molecules of citruses are very lightweight. So that's why they are top notes, because as soon as you spray the perfume, the alcohol starts, to evaporate, and all the light molecules just go along with it. Imagine like a helium balloon. They just go, but then they disappear, right? In most perfumes, citrus notes disappear. I don't understand. This smells like this. This is very, very linear. The whole time I am smelling the citrus. The whole time. And this performs for 6 hours. I mean, it's strong. You have to be careful. Don't overspray. Because you think, oh, this is a freshie. No. But this doesn't have any vanilla or any amber or nothing heavy that would ground it and make it last. No, it doesn't. So I don't really know. But this is really nice. If you love citrus scents, if you love happy scents, remember Clinique Happy? Sort of like that. But this is better. It smells more, like more concentrated of the orange. I hope I'm making sense. So this is a really, really nice perfume. So this is North Stag Expressions for Quatre. Now we have this beautiful bottle by Paris Corner, and it's called Pear Potion. I love this bottle. I love simple things. I'm a simple person and I love simple things, and this is a simple bottle, and this is why I love it. I love this color, this tone of green, and it's pretty, you know. I like this. I don't know why. I think it's satisfying to like touch it. I also love like the little ridges it has. Yeah, it's beautiful. I like it a lot. Okay, so let's read the notes for this one. It's on the top, it's pear and apple. On the middle we have caramel and jasmine, and on the base we have raspberry and musk. Now, when I put my nose on the nozzle, it's a bit off-putting. That's the honest truth. I can smell the pear, but then I can smell like something rotten. Like as if you had like a bag of pears in the fridge, because it smells cold, you know, it smells cool. As if you open the fridge and you had like a bag of pears, but one of them went bad. So you can smell the fresh pears, but then there's this not pleasant scent in the bottle. That's what I smell when I put my nose here. But when I spray out, that spoil note is not there, thank God. And it smells really nice, very refreshing. I adore pear in perfumes, but I have to say this is very faint. It's very faint. Like I can smell it, but it's because I'm trying to. See, it already left. This, I've only had this for a week, so I'm sure you know. I'm sure by now you're tired of knowing this, but in any case, maybe somebody here is new. Hi. I have to explain. Arabian perfumes and Middle Eastern perfumes, they have a very quick production. They make the perfume, they bottle it up, and they sell them. So they don't store it and wait for the perfume to mature. By the way, a lot of people actually say maceration, and like I said, I've been reading a lot, and that is wrong. You should not say maceration. A maceration happens when you're creating the perfume. It's the way you extract a scent. For example, let's say you put, I don't know, a maple leaf in some sort of alcohol or liquid or something. That maple leaf starts to disintegrate and starts to, leave that scent in that whatever liquid it is that you're putting into. That is a maceration process, the process of extracting all the scent that you want within all the liquid. I don't want to get scientific because I am not a scientist, but this is what I understood. So the term maceration is wrong. Seriously, please don't say maceration, because that already happened. The moment the perfume is in a bottle, no maceration whatsoever is happening. That is already happened. Now, what will happen is it will mature with time. So maturation, yes, it will mature. So when you get a perfume from the Middle East, since they produce them and sell them so quickly, they don't lose space, with perfumes like wine, waiting for the wine to be done. No, they don't. A wine to age, they don't do that. They just sell them. Some perfumes can smell very similar to what they're supposed to without being as mature, but others don't. Others need the time. Sometimes the scent changes, sometimes it gets stronger, so with this one it's very faint right now. So I will wait, and I will come back, let you guys know what I think about this. So far, when I spray it, the little I can sense, it smells really nice. I can smell pear and caramel, but a lot of pear and a little caramel. But it just poof, it doesn't last like 3 seconds. And when I smell it here, and this is also on my skin, by the way, it disappears. And when I smell it right from the bottle, it just smells like pear and rotten pear. I don't know why. So hopefully this will get better, but it's a beautiful perfume for now, that little moment that I'm smelling it, and it is a true fresh perfume. It is a true freshie, the same as the North Star we talked about before. That is also a true freshie. So if you love fresh perfumes and you're afraid of those Middle Eastern strong notes, don't worry, these two so far are not that way. So this is Pear Potion by Paris Corner. The last one we have is this pretty bottle. This is called, I hope I say this right, Abiyedh Coral by Latafa. I love the bottle from here to the bottom, meaning I love the square. The shape is very elegant and simple. I love the color of the juice. I love this little image here. It's beautiful, this little graphic. But I am not a fan of the dyes. A dye? I know dyes is plural, so singular is dye, but dye sounds like so tragic, but But anyways, I don't like the cap at all. I wish it had like a gold cap, or just a regular gold cap. The notes for this one are, on the top is watermelon, peach and orange. On the middle is coconut and white flowers. And on the base is vanilla, amber and musk. Okay, so this perfume, when I smell it here, it smells really, really good. It smells very candy-like, but not pure candy, not pure synthetic candy. No, it smells like if you made a candy with real fruits. You know what I mean? It smells really nice, but it's very hard to detect any of the notes. I think I can smell the watermelon though. Yeah, I can smell the watermelon, but I don't smell peach, orange, coconut, nothing like that. Florals, no. I faintly smell watermelon, and smells like a candy made from real watermelon. Now when I spray this, let me spray some on my skin as well. This is very citrusy on the top. It's very citrusy. So the orange is very prominent. So when I smelled the watermelon right from the cap, right now I don't smell it as much. I smell more peach and orange actually. I don't smell any coconut, so I'm guessing this has coconut water instead of coconut. Otherwise the creamy coconut would be very, very obvious. I don't smell white florals, but remember how I said the 1 is feminine, the 10 is masculine, and the 5 is unisex? This is leaning feminine without me picking up any florals. So it definitely has them because it's making it feminine, but I cannot pick them up, if that makes sense. I don't pick up vanilla or amber, thank God, because I am not a fan of amber. And the musk I can pick up. It's a beautiful musk. It's very clean. But when I sprayed this, I was going crazy. I kept thinking, this reminds me of something. I couldn't put my finger on it, and I kept thinking, wait, what is it? People, I looked online on YouTube, and everybody said this smelled like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. And I don't know if it's a mixture of when you smell it right from the nozzle, smells like watermelon candy, but unconsciously or subliminal, you see this looks like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. Do you know what I mean? Like how it shines and the sort of transparency it has, and how square this is, and this part, it looks like it. So I think maybe this is why people are saying this. I don't know. Like, everybody has a different nose. All I can say is what I smell. But I kept thinking, what does it smell like to me? And then I realized, I know. And actually, it doesn't smell to me like one thing. It smells to me like a mixture of two perfumes. You want to know what perfumes they are? I'll tell you. L'Imperatrice Royale mixed with Valentino Donna poured in Roma Coral Fantasy, the perfume with the longest name on earth. Yes. And look at the colors, actually. That says something, don't you think? These two. If these two got married and had a baby, there you go. That's what this smells to me like. So, L'Imperatrice has watermelon, like the original L'Imperatrice, but this one is more feminine. The other one is feminine too, but this one is even more, and it's because it has more floral notes in it. So it reminds me a lot of that because of the femininity and the watermelon. But this one, it's very fresh and sharp, and it has that sort of candy characteristic, but not artificial candy, but like a natural candy. So I don't want to say this smells like candy, because I think I can disappoint many people, because I know there's so many people that adore candy scents, like very candy scents that smell like gummy bears, or but this one, I don't know, this one, it doesn't really smell like candy to me. I know I might be contradicting myself. I hope not. When I smell it from the nozzle, it did. But when I smell it on the air or on my skin, it goes more natural, it goes more floral, it goes more feminine, but it's very bright, and it's very like tangy. It's tangy, and I think it's that orange over there. And the peach here is lovely. I tend to be careful with peach notes, because my nose usually picks the peach as rotten. So it has to be a very particular peach. And here it smells really divine. So the other thing I'm thinking, this is sort of it has a tropical vibe. So maybe that's why I also think it reminds me of this, because this has coconut, which I think is coconut water. Again, it does not smell like coconut. It does not. But I've noticed that when a perfume gives me a tropical vibe, and it does not smell like coconut, it usually has coconut water. So yeah, this perfume is not so strong right now. It lasts on me like 3-4 hours only. It smells stronger than the Pear potion though. So, but it doesn't last too long. 3 or 4 hours only. So I'm going to wait because this only, it's like, a week and a half, 2 weeks old maybe. I mean, since I got it here. So I have to wait and see when it matures, if it smells, if it performs better, and if it smells longer. But it's a beautiful, fresh, happy, sort of tropical scent that it's perfect for the summer. So all these three are perfect for the summer. Are they true freshies? Yes. So if you're scared of those notes that I was telling you about, don't be. Trust me, don't be. Because I am very picky, because I can sense those notes so much, and they ruin perfumes for me sometimes, because I'm so sensitive to them that they're so overpowering that then I can't smell the perfume. I don't know if this happens to some of you, but it happens to me. So I need to make sure that when they say it's fresh, it's really a freshie. This is really freshy. I have a lot more perfumes to review, so I will be doing that little by little, and the ones I'm purchasing this to review them just for you guys, and I will be selling them on Mercari unless I fall in love with one or two or three. Then I'll keep them. But I need to reevaluate my collection, because for those who don't know me, I have a small collection. I mean, rather small, 30 perfumes, and that's the number I allow myself to have. I'm being very strict, because this is not a inexpensive hobby, and this is a passion of mine, and things can get out of hand so easily. And the truth is, we don't need all the perfumes out there. We don't. So I feel we have to be smart and mindful. So what I keep in my collection are absolute loves. The moment one of those loves is like, it's out of there, because I need that spot for another love. So I need to reevaluate my collection and see if I have to declutter. So I'm sure I'm going to be doing a declutter video very soon. But yeah, anyways, I don't want to make this video any longer. I don't want to bore you guys, but I hope you enjoyed my review. And if there's any perfume you'd like me to maybe smell it for you guys, just let me know in the comments. And as always, remember to be good, be kind, be happy, and always smell nice. Bye. Take care.